We have Lori Duff, Sheryl Fambrough, did I say that right? Fambrough? Wonderful. And Bruce Wright. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with your 2-minute introductions. So, Lori Duff, 2-minute introduction.
Good morning. My name is Lori Duff, and I'm here to apply for the job of probate judge. Make no mistake about it, there's an opening, and the citizens, the taxpayers of Walton County are hiring. And just like in any other job interview, you're going to want to know what someone has done. You're going to want to know somebody's educational background. There's specific training for the job. And I've come here today with my resume. I was hoping to be able to pass it out in here. I didn't realize I couldn't bring it up, but I've got a stack of over 100 downstairs on the table. Please pick one up. That's what I want you to know. I don't want you to know what I'm going to do. I don't want you to know what I think I can learn. I don't want you to know anything about my promises. I want to show you what I've done. That's what judges say all the time to folks in the courtroom. I don't want to know what you're going to do. I want to know what you've done. I'm telling you what I've done. What I've done is had a broad perspective in my career. I'm the only candidate that's been on both sides of the criminal aisle. I've been a prosecutor, I've been a defense attorney. I know what it looks like from both sides, from here and from here. I have been on both sides of civil actions. I've tried a lot of complicated estates. In fact, my expertise has been recently validated when I was hired as an expert witness in a case in Fambrough County on the proper procedure in probate court. I also have judicial experience. I was a judge in the DeKalb County Juvenile Court, and I'm currently the associate judge in the city of Loganville. What this does is this cuts the learning curve down to a minimum. You shouldn't have to pay for my mistakes, and you won't have to if you elect me. And I thank you very much.
Ma'am, thank you. We're going to move to Ms. Sheryl Fambrough. 2 minutes opening remarks, ma'am.
Good morning. I'm Sheryl Fambrough, and I am also an attorney. I have been in the practice of law for almost 33 years. I grew up here in Walton County. I graduated from Monroe High School. My family is still here in Walton County. I have some of my best friends from high school who are still my best friends, and they live here in Walton County. I've been very much a part of this county. I was the first woman admitted to practice in this county, which I'm very proud of. Because I am a part of this county, grew up knowing the people in this county. One of the things, and I had the opportunity to go to a lot of places to practice law, but I came back to Walton County. My office is down the street here at the corner of South Madison Avenue and Fambrough Street, where my family has had businesses since the 1800s. And I came back to Walton County to serve the people of Walton County. That was my intention in running for probate judge. I think I have, with my 32 years of experience, not only the legal experience, but the knowledge of people, how the law affects them here in Walton County, and how I can use that to help the people of Walton County. So that's why I'm running for probate judge, and I thank you for this opportunity.
Ma'am, thank you. Mr. Bruce Wright, 2 minutes opening remarks.
Good morning. Thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you again for coming out here this morning. You took time out of your schedule, but that shows me as well as other candidates that you are concerned on what's going on in your community, in the great Walton County that we live in. I'm 44 years old, and I am a lifelong resident of Walton County, and I'm proud to say that. I graduated from Monroe Area High School in 1985. Began my work career in 1989 at the City of Monroe Police Department. 1991, I was appointed Officer of the Year. I transitioned to the Sheriff's Office under the late Sheriff Franklin Boyne in 1993. My most recent appointment in 2005 was Chief Deputy for the Sheriff's Office under our great Sheriff, Joe Chapman. In 2007, I was awarded the highest honor, the Chamber of Commerce. I was the Public Servant of the Year Award, which I'm very proud of. I graduated from Columbus State University very recently, and I'm very proud of that also. Looking out here in the crowd, I see many of you that I know, many faces I'm familiar with. Some of you I've played youth sports with. Some of you I attend church with. Some of you we hunted and fished with. Very proud of that. Unfortunately, some of you I recognize that may have been in my office where we may have cried together. I do a lot at the sheriff's office from dealing with people, your concerns, your complaints. You know, good people make mistakes. We all, you know, we realize that. We can't throw them under the jail when that happens. Try to help people out. That's what I'm all about, helping the community. That's exactly what Judge Adams has done in his 32-year career. When I'm elected, I will continue that great service to this county. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. You all have your own mics, so we don't have to worry about that, right? So the first question, we're going to start with Ms. Duff. Ma'am, what specific qualifications, skills, and experience do you possess that would make you a good probate judge?
Well, I don't have the ability to talk with only one hand, so we'll see how this works with the microphone. I encourage you to look at my resume. I don't want to repeat a lot what's on there. What I can offer that the other candidates can't is perspective. I have not grown up here. I was born in Atlanta. I was born at Georgia Baptist Hospital. Then my parents moved me around quite a bit. I lived in Tennessee. I lived in Texas. I lived in New York. I went to college in North Carolina, where I graduated Duke University in 6 semesters. Then I came back here for Emory Law School. Made my home here in 1999 with my husband and my 2 children. And this is where we've chosen to live and chosen to raise our family. And what that means is that I can be an independent judge. I can have perspective that's different. I know the county is bigger than just what's in it. According to the numbers that were said earlier, 2/3 of the county is a newcomer. And those people need to be fairly judged as well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Wright, 1 minute, sir, for this question. What specific qualifications, skills, and experience do you possess that would make you a good probate judge?
My background is different from these ladies. I have actually put handcuffs on people and took their freedom, their liberties away from them. That's not easy to do, people. These law enforcement officers, for any of you in the crowd, you realize what that's about. It's very difficult. I'm the only candidate that has managed a government budget and government employees. I'm responsible for approximately 200 employees with Walton County Sheriff's Office, $13.5 million budget. And with the help of Sheriff Chapman and our other staff, we've been under budget for 7 straight years, and we're very proud of that. Dealing with county employees is different too, or any employee really. You get whining, you get complaining, and you have to deal with them accordingly. You got to hold them accountable, and we must use your tax dollars wisely doing that. Thank you.
Ms. Fambrough.
Thank you. Well, I have 33 years of experience, almost. In November, I've been practicing 33 years. And the major portion of my practice is dealing with people in domestic situations and in probate. I have handled every kind of case in probate court that you can handle. So I already have the knowledge that I need. With my years of experience, not only that, I have gained, and the benefit of having this years of experience is to gain the knowledge of how to help people with the law and with the problems they have. And I think with the patience I have, the knowledge I have, and the years of experience in understanding the people of Walton County, I think I can do a good job just to step in immediately and be your probate judge.
Ma'am, thank you, and you can please remain standing. You're going to start the next round. How's that? Next question. If elected, ma'am, what, if any, changes would you implement to improve the operational efficiency and services provided by the probate court?
Well, it's hard to say without going in and seeing. And I would say the one thing I recognize is that the mediation process can be added to the court. There also may be circumstances where we can add that fines can be paid online, that sort of thing. But mediation, which is bringing in an independent person to help with settling issues. That historically has been a mechanism that courts have used, and it has improved the court's efficiencies up to 80% from the statistics I see from the state. So I think that would be a very helpful thing to have in the probate court in contested matters.
Ma'am, thank you. Ms. Duff, if elected, ma'am, what, if any, changes would you implement to improve the operational efficiency and services provided by probate court?
Well, I agree with Ms. Fambrough about mediation, and that's a great process that helps people take ownership of their own situations. What I would like to see is better public access to public information. I think the government needs to be wide open, and all this stuff is in the public information, and you don't need to take a day off work to get certain records. I would like to see the court a whole lot more automated than it is currently. In addition to being able to just have access to records, this also helps improve the efficiency of the office, because what's important to the ladies in the office that work there is that they are able to serve the customers who are there, and when they have to stop to answer the phone to answer a question that's easily answerable online, then they can't serve the public. They need to focus their attention on the work that they have to do and on the people that are in front of them and answering the more difficult questions. We need better public access to public information. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Mr. Wright. Do I have to read? Go ahead.
If elected probate judge in Walton County, first thing I would do would evaluate the employees in the system. I would collectively and personally talk to each employee in there, get their insights. They work there every day. They know what's going on. It's like Judge Adams has done something right for 32 years, people. It's not a mess in there. Like my mother and father always told me, it's not folk. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I think from day one, the first thing I would do though, when getting in there, is I would have an audit done on the system. There's a lot of money that's in there that you need to be accountable for. I want to make sure I know exactly what's there. That way, if I'm responsible for it, I want to know exactly what's there. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. Final question for all three of you. Well, let's start with Ms. Fambrough. What is the biggest challenge, ma'am, currently facing our judicial system? And if elected as probate judge, how would you plan to address those challenges?
Well, the judicial system in the probate court mainly handles traffic court and contested estate cases. And so it doesn't face a lot of the challenges the other courts do. One of the things, again, would be, as far as the probate court, would be to how to effectively handle the implementation of new processes in the traffic court, perhaps. Also, as far as the contested matters, I have already stated that I think using a mediation process in the probate court would help make that more efficient, and more people, I think, would feel better about the outcome of contested cases, because one of the things in probate court is families fighting when someone dies, and that is not a good situation. So mediation helps people resolve their differences together. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wright.
I think the biggest problem is we have too many lawyers. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, y'all. Really. All jokes aside, I think the biggest problem is funding. It is, the court can't run without your tax dollars. I'm very conservative. I'm the most conservative up here. And, from the time that individual's handcuffed and put in that sheriff's car, meter starts ticking. Get to jail, they have a problem, a medical problem. We've got to take care of them medically. When I say we, I mean tax people. It costs a lot of money. Like one of the other candidates said earlier, it's all about money, people. It's all about money. If I'm elected, I will be the mediator. You bring mediators in, guess what? You bring a lawyer in there, costing you more money. But my name is Bruce Wright, and I want to be your next probate judge, and I thank you for your vote.
Ms. Duff.
Thank you. I'm going to have to disagree with Mr. Wright. If anyone who's been through the process knows that mediation is cheaper, and it's a much faster and better way to get cases through the system faster. The judge can't be the mediator. The judge is ethically prohibited from being the mediator. As far as the challenges of the probate court, the biggest problem is growth. 32 years ago, when Judge Adam took the bench, there were 30,000 people in the county, and court met once a month. And now it's every day. It's every day, and the laws are changing every day. And the evidence laws are changing as of January 1st, and you're going to need to know the evidence, the old evidence laws and the new evidence laws, because there's going to be lawyers coming in with pieces of paper saying this is what the law says, and you have to know that it's changed. And we need to find ways to keep the cases moving, to keep the staff efficient, to keep mistakes from happening so that we don't slow down the process. Time is money. Mistakes cost money. Lawyers cost money. You don't want to have to pay your lawyer for every minute you're standing there for the judge to figure out what to do in a particular instance. I can offer you that.
Thank you, ma'am. We're going to move to closing remarks for all three of you. You each have 1 minute for those closing remarks, and we're going to start with Ms. Duff. 1 minute, ma'am.
The judiciary has to be independent. The judiciary has to avoid all appearances of impropriety. And there's specific rules about that. If you are within 6 degrees of consanguinity, which is a long legalese word, which actually means relation, or affinity, which means friendship, then you can't be the judge. And since there's only one probate court in Walton County, every time the judge has to recuse herself, or himself, the judge, you have to pay for another judge to come in. That's not the same in Superior Court because we have 5 to choose from and you can just transfer it to another judge. What I want to do is save you money. I can do that by hitting the ground running. I've already been to 3 judges' conferences. I've already been trained 3 times. I have experiences on both sides of the bench, both sides of the aisle. I've held the hand of people walking through the most difficult times of their lives, and I've gotten through it successfully with them. I want to be your next probate judge because I want to save you money. I want to run an efficient court. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time. Ms. Sheryl Fambrough, 1 minute, ma'am.
Sorry, technical difficulties. I can serve as your probate judge because I have 33 years almost of experience. One of the things and the advantages I have is with the years of experience, you learn how to do things within the law and you learn how to be compassionate to people. I have that opportunity in serving the people of Walton County. I have learned so much about the people of Walton County. I think that I can do the job immediately if you take me, elect me as your probate judge, and I thank you for this opportunity, and I ask that you go vote for me on July 31st, and we're on the Republican ballot, so you have to ask for a Republican ballot to vote for us. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. And last but certainly not least, closing remarks from Mr. Bruce Wright. 1 minute, sir.
I'm on the Republican ballot because I am a Republican, people. I ask for your vote also. I want to be your next probate judge. As one of the judges have told me recently, law book's the same. Pick it out, you open it up, it's black and white, it's clear. My common sense will come into effect. A lot of gray area in between there. Need to use it, need to use your common sense, and that's exactly what I do. As a matter of fact, in the state of Georgia, there's 159 counties, which means there's 159 probate judges. 18 of them are lawyers, 141 are not lawyers. That's 87%. Law degree is not required. I'm Bruce Wright, and I ask for your vote. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your candidates for Judge of Probate Court.